more related to how to get the customers or the database for marketing through a technology.
Okay. What else?
That's what I got to understand. It's really understanding it related to IT infrastructure.
Okay. How about you, Tarun? I think it also blends with a particular industry very well.
Yes.
Because like you work for Cafe Coffee Day, so this concept literally will help you out in your coming days.
Definitely.
I think the same way for you also, because I think all those marketing things like
it's not related to only one scenario. Like for example, he has a concept of what he's selling it. He can apply the same thing going to the providers and telling it this is what I want to do it on the smartphones, and he can pay extra money to that guy.
You can be yourself
Obviously,
a provider.
that's a way of marketing.
You can be yourself a provider.
Provider also.
You can pay coffee day can have an
See,
IT
tomorrow I want to promote something related to ABC, and I got to know that there are these things are happening in malls and people are so used to it. I can go to any of the providers and say I will pay you so much of money.
Yes.
Just get all these details into his whenever he enters into any of the location.
Perfect.
That's what I can do it. That's the kind of marketing only I'm doing.
Great.
So result will come on later after that. That's the secondary thing.
Correct.
But people will have that knowledge of knowing that okay, this is what it is there in Bangalore or near to this place.
Tarun?
It's more or less how technology, with the help of technology, how can you get insights of the consumers so that you can increase your business and target your right consumer instead of going here and there. It will directly hit your consumer so that the conversion is quite high. You don't have to, all your efforts are directed towards the consumers. Not it's like just putting things into water.
Yes, correct. Rajesh?
Yeah, it was actually very informative, which relates to the infrastructure, how we can leverage the IT infrastructure to source the consumer data. So, and looking at the user behavior, so that drives a real good insights for marketing or kind of a branding, creating awareness of a product. So this is really helpful.
But I think, anyway, the concept of this, like today's event was more about how the technology is going to help you in getting those potential consumers. But we had a connection of it with our internal marketing also, because we got to know what happens at the back end, the technology, because we got our doubts clarified on HTTP, HTTPS, all those, like how does the backend server works, how does the connectivity happens. I think that all things we, to an extent, we should be knowing it, correct?
Yeah, I think before to this slide, I think we pulled Sandeep to explain about the fundamentals of the internet, how the TCP works and IP works, and which is very essential in this days. Like as a search engine optimizers, like we deal with we use a lot of technology to optimize the site, but wherein we should also have a great understanding about that how exactly it works, and that clarifies a lot of our doubts, so we can implement so many things now on.
Because see, currently what we are doing here is apart from training on online marketing, we are also taking up consultancy support, or we are providing some supports to or services to people who find an interest or who find that we are the right person to do it. Now when they approach us, the first connectivity point is all about this domain server, because we have to first host or register the domain. So that is one of the biggest challenge we are not familiar with. And that is what recently, after getting 3-4 clients, we are trying to fix it. So today when we are talking about a domain server, we are talking about TCP, we are talking about HTTP, HTTPS, how does the backend work? That I was just trying to connect with all those things and most of my doubts got clear. That is what I can tell it, because it's about like your account or any of those accounts you are working on it right now. Wilson, what about you? Okay.
So thanks. It's a very good session, because I knew that Wi-Fi will be used when you're using for free. No, the database.
Even part is like
to connect the database, because in my previous company when I was working in travel industry, we used to do a lot of traditional way, like going to the mall, going to the tech parks, and we used to collect a lot of database. And when you call, and only 2 to 3% will they'll convert, like, actually their interest or they
Now we
pick
don't
up.
have to go to the market now.
You have to just put a Wi-Fi in the airport.
Yeah, that's what I'm thinking,
Those
you
are the
just put in the
potential
Wi-Fi in
Some
the
of the
airport
providers you will get the
or-
database.
Yeah, that's the cool thing. So, I got a really good insight or clear ideas about how to collect the data.
Very nice, very nice.
Yeah.
So Madan, what do you think?
So as of now, today I got to know the importance of Wi-Fi. So how data will consume through the Wi-Fi and how the backend will work. It was fine, really fine. I was not knowing, I was not aware of this at all. Okay, this was a very great marketing. Actually, as I could say, these are cost-effective marketing.
It's very cost-effective.
Marketing.
You don't see a kind of
Yeah.
investment in terms of
Yes.
printing.
Yeah.
A lot of people, it's not about only printing, proofreading, somebody, because I did, in my life, as I told you, I have done paper insertions.
Okay.
So I know the frequency. In my golden days, we used to insert pamphlets in the paper. So how do we do that?
That's what Domino's did it when it came to India, because this technology was not there. They started only with going in the morning and putting that pamphlets in the newspapers. That is how they got their customers first.
And there I realized what is the shortcoming, because I just give this is a real time experience. So morning 4 o'clock, you have to be basically end your insertions.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
Okay, that is how I came to know what is the life cycle of printing press. So 2:30, you will get the city editions. Mirror and everything gets
They
ready
have
by
a
2:30.
location where they sit and
That is set.
distribute.
Okay, the first page is stalled till 3 o'clock. Everything is ready. They don't print it.
Yeah.
Because, somebody can die, somebody can get, whatever. So, 3 o'clock, they simply print their headlines, first page. And then it goes for printing. Everything is ready. Everything is ready. And then, until the head, the first paper is done, you can't simply roll it out. So first time when I did the insertion, okay, I went to that whole street where they, people sit with the bundles.
Bundles.
4 o'clock, if I go there, I went 4 o'clock, we went three or four people we went, we could hardly do an insertion for 500, 600 papers, because that guy has to leave and distribute it. If that guy is distributing paper at 8 o'clock,
Very
people will
good.
stop taking paper from him. It's a question mark on his entrepreneurship. And 200, 300 insertions, it's very difficult.
Yeah.
So then we designed a novel idea. Okay, let's go to the press itself.
Mhm.
So there we studied.
There?
2:30 we got ample time to put. Because for me, I don't have to put an insertion on the first page. I can put it anywhere.
Yeah.
Yes.
And then third time we did more innovative, because we knew that city editions are something which get done in 2:30, 12, 1:30, 2 o'clock. City editions are done. So we used to send 10, 15 people different locations. City edition में डालो.
Correct.
So that's how. But still, you can't put more than 5,000, 6,000 insertion in a day. 5,000, you are putting 5,000 insertion. First thing, see how the number comes down drastically. 5,000 insertions. Okay. Potential consumer, probably I think 100 would read that.
Yes.
Because what happens, 900, it may be a possibility that that guy may read his own line and leave it, or for that day he may not read it. Now those 100 would like to take a decision
Whether to go or not.
whether to go or not. By the end of the day, either the pamphlet is lost or the paper is lost. And third thing, the effect of that campaign is only for 3 hours, because your telecallers or your executives can wait only till morning 10 o'clock. They just keep on waiting. People will read and then they will call. After 10 o'clock, it's a very rare sign that people will start reacting to your
Yeah.
And then in the middle there are so many other things. As I told you, relevance. I am a hardcore Brahmin and I am getting
Non-vegetarian.
non-vegetarian thing. Ammi's biryani and XYZ biryani. I will never, definitely not. So that is how the kind of third and very important thing. Now if you outsource this job, the risk is
They take it out and put it in the.
no, forget that. You yourself have realized it. I see Ammi's biryani's pamphlet 3 times.
Yeah.
So my money, they take For per insertion, they take say 1 rupee or
I
50
used to
paisa.
do the insertion like in 2000